Rob, thanks. During his 37 years as a major league umpire, Wisconsin native Bruce Fremming was a major presence behind home plate. These days, Bruce's presence is a lot less major. He's lost a ton of weight since retiring from umpiring. He has worked with a local doctor, Mark Blake, to drop those pounds, and the guys are with us this morning. Great to have you on the show.
Great to be here, Mark.
Well, Bruce, I'm going to ask, how much have you lost?
Well, first of all, to come in here today and you got a cookie display and everything going on before we got on here, that made it a little tougher.
Right,
you know?
Lots of food on this show. I've got some pictures here. You're down around 60?
Pardon me?
How many, 60 pounds?
Over 50.
Over 50.
Yeah.
Now, the before and after, look at this picture of Bruce and his wife in July. Okay, that's just a few months ago. And here's the after picture, just looking sensational here. How have you done it?
Well, it started with Dr. Blake. He had a friend that I was at the stadium one day, and I didn't know the guy. And I had seen him. I knew his face, but I didn't know him. And he had been in Dr. Blake's program, and his name was Jim. I can't think of his last name. And I said, "Man, you look terrific." And he said, "I can get you hooked up with this guy, Dr. Blake." So I was interested and made an inquiry and got with him, and we got on the program. My wife went on with me. She's been a big help to me on this thing.
Sure,
we went on it, I think it was 20th of July or 29th of July in that area, and now we're at the end of November, and she's actually done better than I have, and I got all my plump friends calling Dr. Blake.
Hey, Dr. Blake, tell us, this is Contour Weight Loss. How does it work?
Well, it's a physician-supervised program that I started down in Florida, and the idea is that we want to try and address all of the reasons why people have difficulty losing weight and why they have their failures and struggles, so that we can eliminate as much of that as possible. It's a weekly physician-supervised program, so they come in each week and we sit down with them and we find out exactly what's going on. And it's an educational program, so we're trying to teach them about how to eat the proper foods. There's no gimmicks, there's no magic pill, there's no magic wand. It's all about lifestyle changes and doing it right so that you can keep the weight off once you do get to your goal.
Well, Bruce, I would imagine just finding a program you can stick with, that's tough. I mean, so many diets fail.
Well, the one thing about this diet, and Dr. Blake and his people have been a big help. There's a whole bunch of good foods you can eat, and in the learning process, you're learning about carbs and the calories and everything else. And when you first start out, you're counting carbs, but after a while, you get the feel for it, and you know what you can and can't have, and sugar being the #1 enemy. And I was heading for your chocolate chip cookies.
Gotta stay away. I gotta ask you, you look great. Are you thinking about putting the gear on again and getting behind the plate?
I think I'm going to talk to Bud, and maybe I'll go back on the field again for a couple of years. But I really feel great, and I noticed it with hunting 2-3 weeks ago with my dog. Just a complete change in the feel of my dog.
You look terrific. There's a link to the Contour Weight Loss website on our site, fox6now.com. Guys, thanks for being with us today.
Great to be with you, Mark.
We'll be right back.